Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my garage workshop. In today's video we're going to be looking at dust extraction and I'm going to be showing you how I use this really cheap Cyclone unit and how I put it together with this collection box, and I'm also going to be taking you through a few test runs and a couple of things that happened that I wasn't quite expecting to happen, so look out for that one. So this is the Cyclone unit that I'll be using for my dust extraction system. Really cheap to buy, it's less than 20 quid. That came the other day and it all looks good. For collecting the sawdust I'm going to be using this container. It's quite sturdy plastic, and what I like about it is it's clear, so I'll be able to see when it's full. Now I know it's not the biggest, but at present I don't have a lot of sort of power tools that require dust extraction, so I'm hoping for now that's going to be okay. I may have to upgrade at some point to a bigger bucket, or I may find that that is just too small, full stop. But for now that's all I've got, and that is what I'm going to be using. I will put a link in the description below for this Cyclone unit, and like I say, it's less than 20 quid depending on which one you get, but they're all pretty much the same. So what I've done is I've cut out a section on the lid there. I didn't have a hole cutter, so all I did was I used these sort of calipers for measuring the distance, sorry not that one, this one, for measuring the size of the hole there. There was kind of a point in the middle there that I could put the calipers on, and I just drew the circle, scribed it in with these, and then like I say, I didn't have a cutter, so I just went round with a utility knife and just kept cutting round carefully, just twisting it as I went until it finally popped out. So I've now got the hole made to go over the unit there, the base of the unit. I didn't just want plastic on plastic, so I did have some of this sort of rubber pond liner which I had left over, so I've made two of those, two like gaskets. One's slightly bigger, one goes inside the lid there, I haven't punched the holes out yet. One goes inside the lid and one goes on top, so I should have a really good seal on the actual lid, and I'll be securing the Cyclone using these brass bolts, nuts. I've got some of these sort of serrated washers just to add a bit more grip, and an extra washer as well just for added security. So what I'll do now is I'll punch the holes out in these gaskets, and then I'll put it all together. I'm just using this single hole punch, which works quite well with this rubber pond liner, so I just need to get that lined up as best I can, about there. It does lock on once you've done that, the rubber holds it in place, so you've got to just prise it apart, ease that bit out, and there we go. Just punching the hole through with the screw, it tends to sort of ruck it up a bit like that, so when it's secured between the Cyclone and the lid, there's just a little bit sticking up that stops it from compressing fully, so that's why I'm just punching these holes in. Right, let's carry on and do the rest. Although this Cyclone unit is pretty self-explanatory, the instructions are typical Chinese fashion. When using vortex fan, if the inner diameter of the suction tube 55, the exhaust pipe, the hose can be directly fit over dust collector, then hoop clamping. If you use an inner diameter of 50 vacuum tubes, exhaust pipes hose. So there you go. Right, I finally got it all cobbled together. I've had to purchase this reducer from 50mm to 32mm. I just got this off eBay. It was about a £5, and that's fit really good. It's nice and snug. And then here I've had to just use a piece of sort of pipe, and I've wrapped it in a bicycle inner tube, and then I've cut another piece of inner tube and sort of rolled it back over the top just to secure it, and that's just pushed in there nice. I've got a little extension piece of pipe sticking out, and then I've bought these 40mm swept bend, 90-degree bend bits of pipe, which I'm going to be using for the ducting, and that's just a bit of pipe that I've got, again, going to be used for the ducting. And down there is the sawdust. So I've only got it up attached to a really basic vacuum. It is 1700 watts, so 1200 watts is the minimum required to use one of these, and we'll see if that container is big enough and performs. Right, let's give it a go. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. See it vortexing. Right, I'll be honest, I was quite impressed with that. What I didn't do is I didn't empty the vacuum, so the suction might not be running at its best. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to empty the vacuum out and do the test again. I've just opened up the vac, and you can see that it's absolutely full. I don't know how much is in that bag there, but I'm going to take that out now and just give that a good clean out. Definitely not running at full efficiency. Right, it's all cleaned out now. I've cleaned the filter. So I'm not even going to put the bag back in, I don't think. And we'll see how that fares. Right, bigger pile of sawdust now. Nice clean vacuum. Let's give it another go. 3, 2, 1. Much better. That was impressive. There was a little puff of dust when it came out of the vacuum cleaner, but I think that's just what was inside the pipe. It soon cleared. Right, let's check inside the vacuum. Clean as a whistle. It's actually cleaner than it was when I put the lid down. Wow, that's impressive. It's all in there. Excellent. I'm really pleased with that. It'd be interesting to see how much pipe I can put on here and see how much suction there is. But yeah, first impressions, fantastic. Really like that. So cheap to build as well. Test number 2. I've got 5 meters of flexible hose there that I purchased for the installation of my ducting system. I've got that attached to the Cyclone. Bit of a botch job, just using a bit of gaffer tape and a spare connector I had there. So let's give that a go. Didn't like that at all. It's buckled my drum. Why has it done that? It's not blocked, this pipe. Oh, bugger. Look at that. Could be a problem there. I wonder if the distance of the pipe, there's just not enough space in there. Let's just do that again. Watch it this time. If it breaks, it breaks. Must be some power there. Prototype number 1. Right, well, that brings us towards the end of this video on the dust extraction system. It's turning out to be part 1 of what's going to be a number of videos, I think, because as I've put the system together, I've come up with new ideas, and I've found out different things about the system, and I just want to go through some of those now. What I did when I first put the system together is I just wanted to test the different lengths of pipe that I could use, because I wanted to make sure that I could run pipe around my workshop. I'm using the 40mm pipe. I'm not using like the big waste pipe that a lot of people use, especially in America. I don't need something on that scale. the 40mm pipe seems to work really well. And as you saw in the video, I tested different lengths, and the suction was more than adequate. I did have come across a bit of a problem when I used the sort of corrugated pipe, the 5 meter length, and it was all coiled up, and it just buckled the drum. It's only a small collection drum, which I think I'm going to have to improve on, but for now that's all I've got. But I've done a bit of research, and it turns out that the corrugations in the pipe and the fact that it's coiled, anything that's going to restrict the airflow from going just direct causes friction. And the corrugations in the pipe is the first thing that's going to cause a lot of friction, and the fact that it's having to go around lots of corners as the pipe was coiled up, that was causing friction as well. So in effect, it was as though the pipe was blocked, and that's why it was buckling the drum. Because when I used the plastic 40mm pipe, it was over 5 meters and no buckling of the drum, and the suction was perfect. The second thing I noticed was the power of the vac. It does say, I think it was in the instructions of the Cyclone, that it needs 1200 watts sort of minimum for it to work successfully, and my vac was 1700 watts, and I thought, right, well, this will do for now, I'll upgrade that at a later date. But looking on Amazon and eBay and places like that, things like even the Henry vac were not even close to 1700 watts. They were less than 1000 watts. Now I don't know whether there's different wattages for vacs, that sometimes it's just the wattage of the suction or the wattage of the I just don't know. I really don't know, but I'm just going to stick with what I've got because it's 1700 watts and it seems to work really well. So if you can sort of shed any light on that, then please leave a comment down below. So for now, the basic system's in place. I've got the Cyclone fitted to the collection drum. I've got some piping already installed just to test it up on the wall, and that seems to be working really well. And I've also incorporated a little idea I came up with in my head a few days ago, and it's something I've seen at work, and I've tried to incorporate the idea in my workshop, and I'm quite pleased with it. It works really well. I'll do a separate video on that, which will be coming up shortly. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a useful addition to the workshop, and I've not really seen it anywhere else on YouTube. So yeah, look out for that one. So like I say, whilst I've been putting this together, I've been coming up with ideas as I've been going along. I've already decided on the route of the piping, of where it's going to go. For future tools I'm going to be purchasing, like belt sanders and pillar drills, stuff like that. And I'm going to be running the pipe to my miter saw today, so that'll be coming up in another video also. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you've got any comments on dust extraction systems, in particular using the Cyclone and 40mm pipe, then please leave a comment below. I'll be really interested to hear what you've got to say, and maybe I can incorporate it into my system. So like I say, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is down below, and don't forget to click on that bell icon so you don't miss out on my next video, which will be my dust extraction edition. I wonder what that's going to be. Look out for that one. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.